Sci-Fi Valley Con was amazing! Let's go ahead and do a little bit of a reflection, but first, before we do that, intro and montage of all the cosplay epic awesomeness. Let's go ahead and jam.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Tonight we gonna let it rain. Just like the sunrise, we gonna let it rain.
Thank you to everybody who stopped by my table at Sci-Fi Valley Con this past weekend at the Blair County Convention Center in Altoona, PA. It was good to be back in Altoona. A lot of people do not know that I spent a lot of time in Altoona in my college years. There's a Draw My Life video around here somewhere explaining how I met my husband Cody, and well, guess where he's from? So I definitely was interesting and nice to visit the convention center for a different reason. I've been there for the movie theater that is nearby to it a few times, and just that area of town's very nice and quiet up on the hill, so it was nice to be back in town, especially given like the last time I spent a ton of time on a weekend in Altoona probably would have been all the way back in college when I was kind of spending my weekends there while doing my master's degree. Frostburg State University, where I studied for my bachelor's and master's degree, was about an hour or change away, and Altoona was one of the major like shopping hub cities that you could get to from rural western Maryland, Mountainside Maryland, because it's literally directly north on 220 and into PA that way. So it was nice as someone who grew up kind of in the area, see this otherwise tiny con move from its rather small location. It was held over at the Jaffa Shrine, which if you don't know, was one of the local Masonic event areas for the Masons and the local Scottish Rite, I believe. So kind of a big arena. They normally hold a circus there, big enough for that at least, but the fact that they've expanded from that venue to the biggest convention center in like probably one of the most rural parts of the Pennsylvania, Maryland Valley that Cumberland Valley is connected to in that regard. I mean, it's literally a tiny hub city in the middle of what Dan Avedon from Game Grumps lovingly once called Pennsyltucky, the cornfield between Philly and Pittsburgh. And the Blair County Convention Center is a huge convention center, and not only did the Sci-Fi Valley Con fill it up, both floors and where I was outside on the new outdoor patio vendor section, which actually wasn't as bad in the rain as I thought it was. They hold it twice a year now. This thing is so big, and it's just really cool to have kind of at a distance seen it grow. And participating this weekend was an absolute joy and an absolute blast. It proved to me that there are safe spaces for people to not only enjoy fandoms that also currently exist, but to enjoy their original creations and share a connected tapestry of what it means to be a nerd. And of course, meeting new people who by the end of the weekend were like, I love book 1, I'm getting book 2 for the Merna Annals was just a joy. And definitely in a video game sense, I would like to say checkpoint. They very much proved to me that it was worth the risk, and I hope to possibly go back to their fall show and be outdoors again. That means I may be adding an October in-person event to the SideQuest store. Right now it's all virtual for October, so that'll be a lot of fun. I also met a lot of other vendors, and as I mentioned in the montage video, I'm going to be collaborating with a couple of them in different ways. And honestly, truly, thank you to everybody who visited me this weekend. Thank you to those of you who did not mind me missing stream last Friday night to go participate in the event. And thank you all the more to those of you who have been watching all the bonus vlogs here lately. And thank you for making a stop by my channel, one tiny step along the epic journey of not only your creations and your consumption of creations, but also in life in general. I am looking very much forward to the rest of the SideQuest tour, including the next stop on which, July 7th, is going to be a live stream here on the channel for the launch of Pearl and Gold, Neftiri's novella that follows Book 5, Bound by Lyric in Time. We are also going to be doing a couple of other things, including we are in the middle of summer heat over on IG and TikTok with Indie Authors Central, and then my next in-person event after the Pearl and Gold live stream is going to be July 12th through 13th in Lancaster, PA. I'll be at the Midsummer Metaphysical Expo that's going to be there, and I am doing a panel on how to write using tarot and dice. Additionally, I will also be doing autograph sessions there and have copies of books 1 through 5, potentially. The Indie Author Central Something Strange event on Instagram and TikTok will also be happening between the Midsummer Expo and my very, very, very much awaited AuthorTube panel event for the Right Women Book Fest in Bowie, Maryland. We are going to have a book signing on Saturday, including some familiar faces. Will be at the festival with me: Kay Parquet, JD Robinson, Rachel D. Adams, and more. And then, of course, all of us AuthorTubers, aforementioned, are going to be doing a panel on Sunday. Do join us for that. In August, I will be doing my first Ren Fair. That's going to be the Oak and Mist Ren Fair at the Howard County Fairgrounds in West Friendship, Maryland, right outside of Baltimore by about maybe half an hour, 45 minutes. Also, the Harrisburg Comic and Pop Con, August 23rd through 24th, Harrisburg, PA, and the Fright Reads Book Fest in September for the 13th and 14th, going back to the same location as Oak and Mist, the Howard County Fairgrounds. So, I may be adding, as I said, the fall show for Sci-Fi Valley Con, and possibly announcing other cool things I'll be doing for November and beyond. So, yep, that means some of you who noticed that a certain book called 6 Weeks But 3 Years for Frey's novella that happens during book 2. We're going to go ahead and have a live stream for that, probably early September as well. And then some of you who have been tracking, you're like, wait a minute, Jenna, that means you might actually put out 5 books this year. Let's rock and jam. Take care of yourself, because all of our voices now more than ever matter. Dang it.